Hi everyone, so this is my demonstration of the CoastWatch utilities. Last month Ron came to me with an issue. He was compositing together a year's worth of data files and running into an error, so I just helped with that. And so I thought I would use that as a demonstration. So we'll do a couple of CW CoastWatch utilities commands. So here I am at the command line here, and I'm in a directory where I have a number of data files for chlorophyll. These are HDF format 750 meter files, daily composites for 2012, and so the objective is to composite these together into a year summary average. So what I've done is I've created a little script, and you can see here that we're going to be compositing the chlorophyll variable. We're going to get our input files from this text file. We'll output to this test composite HDF file. And I bracketed the composite command with the date command, so we can just see. I think it takes about 2 minutes to run on this laptop. And so you can see here the composite command with a number of command line parameters. This is the verbose option. We're going to give it some extra memory. We're going to provide a few other options here which you can read about in the man page. We'll match this product name. We're only going to composite chlorophyll A. We'll use a method of the mean value, and here are our input files here, and we'll output to this data file. So I'm going to go ahead, and actually down at the bottom here, after running this composite, here's another CoastWatch utilities command, CW render, and there's a lot of different command line parameters for that, specifying the palette and the coastline colors and the logarithmic function and the data range and things like that. So again, you can read about that in the command line manual pages. Actually, let me just show you that quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run that script here, and while it's running, I'll show you some of the manual pages. So if I run it, and it's going to list, it checks all of the input files to make sure that they're the same map projection. If we just scroll up here, looks like, yeah, we removed the output file. So I'm running this Monday 09:58. That's a good start time, 9:58:54. Call it 9:59. We'll see it takes a couple of minutes to run. It's checked all the input files. It's creating an output file. Of course, this is running in verbose mode, so it tells us everything it's doing. It tells us the grid size, and it's chunking the variable on output and compressing. So the output will compress away any blank areas. Let me just start a different tab here, and if we take a look at the manual pages, I can type man on a Mac or on Linux, man CW composite, and it gives you a standard manual page. You see the various options in the description. What's really useful is if you scroll down to the examples section. So that's something that you can, I always look at is the examples, because it's the easiest thing to get an idea of all of the most useful parameters. So how did I do that? So how was it that I typed man and I got this CW composite? Well, once I installed the package, which I won't show, but there are videos on how to do that on YouTube that are linked from the CoastWatch Central site. It's really just a package manager that installs it. I actually went in and edited my bash profile, and you can see here I added the path to the CoastWatch utilities where it put it in applications on my Mac, and then I also added the man path variable here and added this manual pages directory. So that's why I can type man CW render or man CW composite, and it gives me this really, I couldn't live without this if I was when I'm using the command line tools. So, and then I can, what I do is I often go down, like I said, to the examples section and look for something that I need and cut and paste that and then modify that on the command line. All right, let's go back over to the command line here, and it looks like it's finished 10:01 from 9:59, so a couple of minutes. It also ran a CW render and created this PNG file. I see I'm getting up to about 5 or 6 minutes on my demonstration, so I'm just going to end this fairly quickly here. Let's take a look at that PNG file. If I can find it here in the directory. There it is. So that's what the resulting file looks like. Nice and smooth data. Let's just for fun quickly look at a file, and I'll drag and drop this composite in there like that. Select the chlorophyll variable, and there you go. So you can then look around and zoom and pan and examine the values. Just for fun, let's take a look at one of those files that it is composed of. So say day 155, I click and drag this in there. Doesn't seem to want to do it. There we go. Same thing, chlorophyll variable. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. It's just some subset. Take a look at the day. That's from June 3rd. And so that was one of the files that went into the composite. Here's something that's kind of interesting, that's easy to do. If you have a view in one tab, see how you have these different tabs of data files open. You have a view in one tab, you can say copy the zoom and then paste the zoom. There's command keys for this too. And you can get the same view, so we can take a look and compare. All right, so that's a little bit of command line parameter tools and a little bit of CDAT as also. There are a lot more videos on using the CoastWatch data analysis tool on YouTube. And again, that's linked from the central website. Okay.